Imagine losing everything: your family, your name, even your voice in the crowd, and then, one day, a man turns toward you and does not flinch. If stories like this speak to something deep inside you, consider liking the video and subscribing. We explore these moments not just for information but transformation. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what time it is right now. I love seeing how far these stories travel. Now, take a deep breath. Maybe dim the lights and settle into the stillness. Because today's story isn't just about healing, it's about gratitude. And what happens when only one turns back. The 10 lepers. You're walking a long road. Dust clings to your feet like memory. The air feels thick, dry. You glance at the others, 10 of you, worn down by time, by disease, by distance. You're used to walking outside of towns, outside of gates, outside of life itself. You're a leper. And in this world, that means more than illness, it means exile. No one touches you. No one speaks to you unless they're yelling from a distance. You live among rocks, ruin, and silence. You and the other 9, you've become something like family. Not by blood, but by pain. Then, you hear a name echoing through the hills: Jesus, the healer, the teacher, the one who touches the untouchables. Your heart jolts. He's passing nearby. They say on the border between Samaria and Galilee. That means you still have time. So you run, or whatever your body will let you do. Limbs twisted, skin scarred, voice hoarse, you gather whatever is left of yourself and stumble forward with the others. Together, 10 desperate men raise one desperate cry: Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. You don't know if he hears. You don't know if he'll stop. But you yell anyway, because what else is there? And then, he does stop. He turns toward you. Not away, not aside, but toward. He looks, really looks. And instead of stepping back in fear, he simply says, "Go, show yourselves to the priests." Wait, what? No prayer, no touch, just a command. But you remember, the lonely a priest can declare you clean. Only then can you go home, be restored, be human again. So you go. You and the other 9 turn, still bleeding, still broken, still unsure. But somewhere along that road, maybe just after the 2nd mile, something shifts. The pain lessens, the skin clears, the wounds seal. You don't even notice it at first, but then your fingers, they're whole. Your face, it feels smooth. You look at the others, and suddenly laughter. Real, deep, belly laughter. Shouts of joy. A wild, running celebration. You're healed. 10 men, healed in a single breath of obedience. But then, something else happens. One of you stops, while the other 9 keep running toward their futures, toward the priest, toward home. This one turns back. He runs in the opposite direction, toward the man who didn't even touch him, but somehow made him whole. He throws himself at Jesus' feet, weeping, thanking, worshipping. And here's the part most people forget: he was a Samaritan, an outsider among outsiders. And Jesus looks around, almost gently amused, and says, "Weren't 10 healed? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give praise to God except this foreigner?" Then he lifts the man up and says, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well." The faith that turns back. It's easy to read this as a lesson in manners, like Jesus just wanted a thank you card. But this story is not about politeness, it's about perspective. 9 were healed. Only 1 was whole. Because gratitude doesn't just change your day, it changes your soul. When that man turned back, he wasn't just returning to say thank you. He was confessing with his whole body, "I know where this gift came from." And that kind of acknowledgement opens doors in the spirit no priest ever could. Here's something strange. The 9 did nothing wrong. They obeyed. They went. They did what Jesus said. But they missed something. Because healing is not the finish line, it's the starting point of relationship. The weight of being seen. What does it mean to be healed by someone who sees you? When Jesus looked at them, he saw more than disease. He saw people. He saw pain. He saw story. And he sees you too. Not just the polished version. Not just the Sunday smile. But the ache. The doubt. The long nights you don't tell anyone about. And he doesn't flinch. You know what's wilder? Lepers weren't supposed to approach others. They had to cry out unclean, to warn people. But these men cried out something different. Have mercy, not make us clean. Not heal our wounds. Just mercy. That word mercy isn't about fixing. It's about compassion. It's a cry for presence. And sometimes, presence is the first miracle. And US, where are we in this story? Are we the 9 running to get back to life as usual? Or are we the one willing to turn around, even when it costs time, even when it means showing up without a plan? Jesus never revoked the other's healing, but only one left with a blessing deeper than skin. Your faith has made you well. In Greek, the word there is sozo, which means healed, saved, made whole body, soul, spirit. Maybe the greatest miracle isn't healing what's broken. Maybe it's restoring what was forgotten. Our place at His feet. If this story stirred something in you, don't leave quietly. Leave a comment below, tell me which part stayed with you. And if this is the kind of space you'd like to keep visiting, go ahead and hit subscribe. No pressure, just presence. Until next time, walk gently and with gratitude.